Hey, how's it going? This is Kirstie Maximus, part of the movement, and I'm here to do an interview for Christopher Ng, and it's only for his psychology purposes.
Alright. Thank you, Kirstie Maximus, for joining me today for this assignment interview.
I have been in the music industry for about a year or so. Generally, there's obviously a big difference internationally and locally, but compared to like 10 years ago and now, there's a big difference in the music industry by the videos, the song content, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Malaysia. Musically, there are quite a few. I mean, the biggest channels obviously through television. So I would say stuff like MTV, Hits.tv, Channel B, and all these kind of media channels, as well as the YouTube plays a very big role in that as well. And they use a lot of things that connects, which is the Illuminati, the Freemasons, and stuff like that, which are very huge influences, even internationally. So it obviously does also affect people here in Malaysia. Yeah, I think we definitely do. That's because we don't have originality. We lack of ideas. Because politics play a very important role in this. And if we have things going on like racism and stuff like that, we can never grow. Because if you actually look deeper, there's a lot of talented young musicians that Malaysia has. But due to all these political issues and stuff like that, it just sort of makes everything really hard for young talented musicians. And I also think that like for a really talented musician to actually grow, you need education for that, to go to college, to get vocal trainers, things like that, which Malaysia we really lack of musical education. That is why we also, it also plays one of the very vital things in why we cannot just excel. The negative effects, like if somebody would tell someone to just not be themselves, that would really bring them down. So I think that if you see a young musician, a talented musician, you should accept them for who they are. Don't try and change them. Don't try and create something that they're not. Because if you do, then it just comes off as fake. It's not original, and there's just no point. We use the word content. I suppose the content of music is the lyrics. So I think we do lack of lyrics. In a song, it's always about telling a story. It's always about connecting. It's always about moving people. So you need strong lyrics in order to connect to the people. So I think that you need, people here definitely need passion and definitely need more stronger connecting words to reach out to the people. Yes, I do. I do. I've seen quite a few black metal bands that portray the image of being Satan worshippers. So I think that that's not a good way to reach out to the people of Malaysia at all.
Okay. What? Just to clarify, what do they do like to the people in Malaysia? Like, do they harm them, or do they send out bad messages, or do they create fear?
They do. Through like your previous question, through content, right? So the way they act, the way they dress, the way they sing, the way they project themselves, their lyrics, everything relates to being Satan worshippers. Like the things they say, sometimes in their music videos they do certain rituals and stuff like that, which I think it's very much negative to the people of Malaysia.
So do you say it creates fear amongst the people, or
it just creates a bad image? It just creates naturally, subconsciously to the people to do negative things.
But are there any followers for this particular band? Like,
They are. Actually, they are quite a big of followers that actually follow these black metal bands and try and act like them and sing like them and do things like them, which, you know, they actually don't know what it's all about. They're just following what they see on TV, which I think is better.
it's interesting. All right.
I'd say only underground black metal bands because, you know, like previously, like I said, because they have a lot of bad meanings towards the song and they promote negativity like Satan worshipping and stuff like that. Other than that, I also see quite a few mainstream artists, rock artists mostly, that has actually done drugs and went into rehab and stuff like that, which is also not good for the people.
What about different genres such as hip hop or R&B or Malays?
By Malaysian standards, I don't see any artist that has, I've never heard, as far as I've heard or I've seen, I've never really seen, you know, the pop culture in Malaysia or the R&B or hip hop culture in Malaysia be anyhow harmful. I just, the only harmful part of Malaysian music is where the rock is, you know, like rock bands, and also black metal underground bands. That's it.
So if say the hip hop and R&B genre is not harmless, but is there a certain impact they do have towards the people in the society? Like not necessarily negative. Is there a positive impact? How do they influence the people?
They do, because, you know, every genre has its own style, has its own thing going on. So no matter how much you try and be yourself, at the end of the day, you just naturally just follow, you know, like influences from overseas and, you know, influential artists that people usually become, because, you know, each genre has its own style. For me, the most important thing is lyrics, because, you know, the lyrics tell a story, and music is always about telling a story. You know, musicians are also educators, so I think that, you know, the content, which is lyrics, matters most in a song. So the lyrics is definitely the most important thing. And, you know, after you get good lyrics, it's about how you place it into a song, which comes to step number 2, which is arrangement. And when you get the arrangement all sorted out, that's when you make a beat for it. So you basically just write a song, you know, put it out in your head however you're going to sing it, and then make a beat just for the feel of it.
So if say you were to create your music in order to, if say your objective is to influence people or to impact people, what would it be? What would you like to tell the people that listens to your music?
My personal music, you mean?
Yes.
Personally, I like to put real life situations, real life stories, you know, which connects most to the people, like, you know, hardship, depression, you know, growing up kind of stories, because, you know, the most people that relate to my kind of music is the teenagers, people that are growing up, the younger ones, and usually they are the ones who have these kind of issues like depression, you know, always being shut down, negative stuff, you know. So that's what I write about, and that's how I relate to the people out there.
So that's how you reach to the people?
Yes, that's how I reach to the people. That's how I want them to see.
Okay, is it okay that I ask for any examples of your songs and what are you trying to tell to the people?
There is one of my songs which is an original composition. It's called Biasa Menanti. It's not exactly a Malay song. It is English. But, you know, if you listen to it really closely, if you read the lyrics, it's online, by the way. I speak about a really hard, really tough relationship that I have been having as a child growing up with my own father, and how hard it was, and, you know, trying to be speaking to him, the things that he does to me, you know, all the kind of things. But, you know, at the end of the day, still staying strong and just, you know, just being who I am, because, you know, I am who I am because of what I was before. So, you know, that's one of my stories put into one song. As a local musician, I think that I have no choice but to limit myself because of, you know, the way I look, the way I am, the way, you know, people see me, because, you know, people, you know, the Malaysian people, the Malaysian government, you know, the Malaysians here are not exposed to people like me. So when they see something different, or you could say something unique, whatever, you know, they don't know how to react to that. So I definitely have to give them a really, really big impact for me trying to express myself.
Are you saying that basically you're trying to keep it safe just because of the government in Malaysia?
No, I just do what I want to do, you know. And at the end of the day, it comes down to the people, to the fans, to the listeners. You know, to tell me what they think. It all comes down to them because they are the listeners. I'm doing all of this for them. So you know, if they like it or not, it's just up to them, and I have to deal with it. You know, those days it was all about quality, really, really good quality, like really strong lyrics, really strong good vocals, you know, back then. But then right now it's more to things that are mainstream, you know, catchy beats, you being able to look good and not sound good in front of the camera. So it's different back then and now. That's what I think.
So for right now, what do you think are the things that attracts your audience more?
At the moment, it's definitely the looks, how crazy you are on camera. That's what gets other people's attraction. That's why I would say people like Lady Gaga is one of the most influential people right now on the planet that, you know, influence most people out there because she's crazy. The things she says, the way she dresses, the way she moves, her videos, everything about her is just it's crazy. It's different, but it's crazy. And you know, it's getting crazier and crazier, and other people that are competing with her, people like, you know, Rihanna and stuff like that, are also trying to catch up with that, to be as crazy as her. So it's all about getting crazy.
It's quite interesting about Lady Gaga, but one thing about Lady Gaga, she has a lot of fans. She's quite big at the moment, but do you think based on her popularity, her music, by any chance people will actually follow her footsteps, in a sense, like maybe dress like her or live her kind of lifestyle?
Definitely, most definitely, because you know, musicians are very, very influential people. A lot of people that get really, you know, that are huge fans of other artists tend to follow them, tend to want to be like them, want to act like them, want to live like them, you know, and stuff like that. So every move of a musician is extremely vital. You know, it's like how do you project yourself is how you want the people to see you. Because if that's how you're gonna be, that's how the fans are gonna see you, and that's, you know, you get one or two people trying to follow you and be just like you. Make sure you check out my music, www.soundcloud.com/Kirstie Maximus.
Okay, at the same time, I would like to thank her company, City.
Hi.
Okay, so that's the end of it, and goodbye.